that sit around a natural valley. And what he ended up doing was digging out that natural valley. They terraced the house all around it, and this whole space became Nero's golden house, the famous golden house of Nero that would cover 3 of the 7 hills of Rome, that would be decorated with rooms of gold, that was of an expense that was simply mind-boggling. That would be what drove the Romans over the edge. And Vespasian finds himself in a city where the Romans have forced Nero to kill himself because they're so angry by this house that was so completely inconsiderate to the rest of the Romans, that Vespasian has to find a way to make them happy. He had a wonderful sense of humor, Adrian. As a matter of fact, if you read the inscription on the front of that, you can see it still. Senatus Populusque Romanus, Divo Tito Divi Vespasiani Filio and Vespasiano Augusto. The Senate and people of Rome dedicate this arch to Titus, son of the divine Vespasian, and to the august Vespasian. And Vespasian is one of those emperors that took that whole God thing with a grain of salt. His last words are reportedly, oh dear, I think I'm becoming a god. So, and anyway, back to Nero's golden house. This entire area where you and I are standing turned into a big open lake. Then all around it, they had these terraces, these pretty little rooms. Some of them were very exotic. And when Vespasian became emperor, he understood that keeping that house was so profoundly offensive to the Romans, he had to think of a way to calm them. And what he did was he drained the artificial lake. The area where the lake was, the water was taken out and it was replaced with the Colliseum. The Colliseum was constructed from 70 to 80 AD. He got it built in 10 years. It was a building project where people saw materials arriving, people working. Every single day, the emperor was working to make this building for the Romans. When they had finished, they had built the largest amphitheater in the world. It held, the conservative estimate says it held 55,000 people. The not so conservative estimate says it was more along the lines of 80. This building was a free ticket for the Romans. If you look in the travertine on the left-hand side, you'll see etched in Roman numerals 54, 53, 52. Those Roman numerals denote the entryway on a chit. A Roman received a chit with a Roman numeral. He walked up to his entryway, he showed his chit, he walked in, he came to the games all day long. In the morning they had wild animal hunts, midday they had public executions, and at the end of the day they had the gladiatorial games, which were without a doubt the Romans' absolute favorite activity. The building was inaugurated in 80 AD, 100 days of consecutive games during which 5,000 wild animals were killed. The last known game in the Colosseum took place in 527. It was a wild animal hunt. And the animal hunt was, essentially marks the end of the Colosseum as a theater. After that, the Colosseum would become a kind of communal housing for an extended period of time. After that, it would become a family fortress. But the earthquake in 1349 would destroy the southern wall and crumble all of these big, beautiful pieces of cut-dress travertine inwards, and those will be taken. They will be taken to build new things in Rome. Because it is a site where Christians have died, it will also be repaired by Pope Pius VII. We're going to go in extremely briefly. We're going to go in, I'm just going to tell you really the facts about the Christian martyrs, and then we're going to leave. I was looking up. Enjoyed seeing these exotic animals. Remember, part of the fun of these animal hunts is that these animals brought in from all over the world. And so you would see things, the Jerusalem lion, which was hunted to extinction. They would bring in ostriches, boars, feral cats. And so it was a chance for the Romans to kind of have their own Discovery Channel first thing in the morning. They recreate exotic settings from far away. And then at the end of the day, they also enjoyed the gladiatorial games. But the